Alright guys, I just want to first things first wish you all a happy new year. I know it's been about 2 weeks since the new year, but I haven't really been regularly updating everybody on everything. So I just wanted to get the opportunity here before we hop into this video to be sure to check out the garage update that I posted about 2 weeks ago. And then of course, I did do a review quickly last week on the channel on Volvo, but be sure to definitely check out the garage update 2 weeks ago. I'll link it above right here before we hop into this video to give you guys a thorough update on every vehicle that's currently in the fleet for the channel. It gives you some insight of what's going on and of course what is going to happen here in the near future, as I figured it'd be a great time to give you guys an insight since we haven't been regularly updating you on the posts. So stay tuned for this one. Thanks for tuning in. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing really well. My name is Pancis. If it's your first time tuning in, please be sure to smash the subscribe button. If not, thanks for your continued support. You guys can follow me at Pancis on Instagram, and of course, if you have any questions, I'd be thrilled to get into that and help you out. So today, we're gonna get right back into the swing of things for 2021. I've been a little bit I've been taking some time off the last couple of weeks between the holidays and then the New Year's and everything else that's going on around the world that preoccupied my time and of course creativity. So I need to get back into the swing of things. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks we really start to build that momentum up for 2021. But for today, I'm gonna give you guys a really cool update on the 9.5. So before I continue, let's just hop right into it. Alright, took once or twice, but we got it up there. Okay, so now that I have it up here, if the title of this video doesn't give it away, if you guys haven't been following the channel, the last couple months we drove this thing to Chicago, and when I was out in Chicago, the rear brake lines failed, and I actually paid a shop, which was really awesome. They did a really amazing job of saving me money and doing some passionate Saab mechanic stuff. So in today's video, I'm going to get into an alternative route to route your brake lines, just in case your rear brake lines fail on your Saab. Typically on these models, they do fail towards the rear and they typically break above the fuel tank. And of course, it's extremely difficult to get in there and replace it. And in fact, the 2005 model years and older, the 9.5 fuel tank is a non-serviceable item. So that means there's no quick disconnects on any of the fuel neck filler or anything like that to just pull it out, take care of business, and put it back in. On the 2006 model year and later, 2006 to 2009, Saab actually made it a serviceable item, not only for this reason, but also mostly because of the fuel pump and having to remove the fuel tank in order to replace the fuel pump. Pretty stupid that they did that. However, it was also stupid that this was a non-serviceable item, and then they put they put the brake lines above the fuel tank. So I guess no matter which way you look at it, it's silly, but they have to do it one way or the other. But in this circumstance, typically brake lines fail when the car is extremely old at 200,000 miles, or if the car's been sitting outside in a really rusty area, it will have issues sooner than 200,000 miles. But in this situation, that's what we're looking at. So all this being said, today I want to just get underneath the car and show you what the shop had done. I haven't even looked at it yet, so this is gonna be the first time for myself to show you guys what the shop did, how they routed the lines. So if you guys have this issue, instead of going crazy and spending tons of money on removing the fuel tank, which is a pain in the ass, you can go ahead and do it this way. So let's hop underneath the car there. I'll also show you guys the brand new muffler we just put on as well. All right, so let's get right underneath here and try to see what this all looks like here. I'm gonna put on a little flashlight for you guys. All right, so here we are, those are where the brake lines come out, and as you guys can see, it splits to the left and then to the right. Typically those lines will run around the fuel tank here and come over to each side. So in this circumstance here, okay, you guys can see this is where the brake line is, and you can see how they ran fresh line to it. So there's the fresh line for the passenger side, and they ran it underneath here, underneath the exhaust manifold, excuse me, underneath the exhaust, over so they wrapped it around the fuel tank, as you guys can see right there, for the passenger side. Pretty incredible. And of course, just for you guys to see, this is our new rear muffler here. He just tapped it in right there, welded it, and put a brace around it. So that's an update underneath the car. Hopefully you guys were able to actually see all that. It was definitely hard for me to get under there and see it, but all right guys, so there's the latest and the greatest on the brake line. So if you guys have this issue, I guess there is a type of brake line that you can buy that is a little bit flexible. So if you guys wanted to fix that job yourself, if you have that issue, or when you have that issue, you can purchase a line and the fittings to fit into the stock OEM brake line in the center of the car before the fuel tank there, and go ahead and get a flexible line that can wrap nicely around the fuel tank there and go directly to where they need to be. It seems to be the most economical route, and of course, as these things age, sometimes that's the best way to go. And also, when it comes to pulling out a fuel tank, you're dealing with a lot of emission stuff and hoses that are brittle that go to the fuel tank for the car's evap system, and sometimes it's best to just stay away from that as well. So this is another route. Not only is it cheaper and easier, but also avoids opening up other cans of worms, another can of worms I should say, to do the repair this way. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. It is good content in there. I have shopped the Saab market plenty of times, as some of you well know, and some of the failures that I do find quite a bit that people give up on their Saabs is the fact that their rear brake lines have failed. Saab has probably one of the best quality brake lines on their cars to combat salt and snow, because obviously these cars were always built for the snow and the cold winters. And but obviously over time and age, you know, nothing in this world is permanent, right? So, you know, when these failures happen at 200,000 miles or 180,000 miles, you know, and you have a ton of other repairs that haven't been done or need to be done, you know, most of the time it results in somebody giving up the car. And of course, as you guys know, we like to save Saabs on this channel, and passionate about the brand, so this is a cheap way for a couple $100 to do that without ditching the car. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was just a quick update for you on the 9.5. I'm gonna get more content rolling now, but we still have that engine light on, and I still haven't figured out how to address the OBD port on this car. So again, if any of you guys out there have a suggestion, I've checked all of the fuses under the hood and of course inside the cabin. Unless there's something I'm missing, I don't really know. Maybe you guys can help me out on that one. So stay tuned for more. I hope you guys enjoyed this little update for you. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and of course, like I said earlier, if you guys want to reach out to me at Pancis on Instagram, I'd be thrilled to answer any questions, or if you guys just want to chat and say what's up, you guys can hit me up there on Instagram. So stay tuned for more, guys. Thanks again. I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys, so before we end this video, I just want to give you guys a heads up. We are going to start the process of this car coming soon. It's been sitting I know you've been waiting. So have I, because I know some people want this car off the driveway. Just saying.